Okay, so hello everyone. So I kind of want to switch gears a little bit. So this is for those that are in Calculus 2, if you're in Calculus 2, or if you're learning this in AP Calculus, this is for you as well. So I'm going to do a problem where, and it's a pretty random problem in Calculus. So basically, we're going to go ahead and find the derivative of these two parametric equations. So I'm basically just gonna, work this out, and yeah. So the first equation that we have is x equals 2 cosine of 3t, and then the other one is y equals negative 3 sine of 2t. So the formula for a parametric, so when we find the derivative dy dx, it goes like this. So we have dy dx is going to be equal to dy dt over dx dt. Okay, so basically you're going to find the derivative of both of these x and y, but in terms of t, right? So when we look at the first one, we have x equals 2 cosine of 3t, and let me go ahead and label. So then dx, we know that we have 2, and then we're going to do the negative sign of 3t. So negative sign of 3t, and then we also have to multiply times 3 because of the chain rule, right? So we have times 3 like this, right? And if you guys don't know the chain rule, I do believe I have videos on that in my Cal 1 playlist. So yeah, but you have to know the chain rule for these two, right? So basically, you simplify this, so really dx will be, and it's going to be negative 6 sine of 3t. Now, this is what dx is, and we would say dt at the very end, and what you can do is you can divide both sides by dt to get that dt on the bottom. So really this cancels out, and you get dx dt is negative 6 sine of 3t, right? So that's how that would go. And then and so we found dx dt, so now we're going to find dy dt. So we know that y is negative 3 sine of 2t. So then what we can do is we can go ahead and say, so we have y equals negative 3 sine of 2t, right? So let me kind of zoom in a little more if I can. Okay, so let me write it a little bit bigger. So y equals negative 3 sine of 2t. And so basically what you're going to do here is, again, you're going to use chain rule. So it's going to be negative 3 times d dt of sine of 2t, right? So then the derivative of sine of 2t, so d dx, or d dt of sine of 2t, is going to be the cosine of 2t, and then times the derivative of 2t. So it's really going to be cosine of 2t times 2, which is 2 cosine of 2t. So then, and then we're literally multiplying. So that's what that is. This is what this part is. And then we're multiplying a negative 3 on there, so it'll be negative 3 times 2 cosine of 2t, right? And then this just simplifies to -6 cosine of 2t. So, 1 second, guys. Okay, so this would be -6 cosine of 2t, and so that is what dy dt is. So dy dt, we can kind of put it in a different color. So dy dt is -6 cosine of 2t. And now, so this basically will be, it's going to be dy dt, and then over, and then we set dx dt, right? So like this, and then this, so we have -6 cosine of 2t, so -6 cosine of 2t, and then over, and then dx dt would be -6 sine of 3t, so we would do -6 sine of 3t, which is like this. Okay, so then the -6 would cancel out, right? And we'd get cosine of 2t over sine of 3t, right? So then dy dx, so this would give me dy dx is equal to the cosine of 2t over the sine of 3t. And this is your final answer. So that is how you do this problem, guys. If y'all have any questions whatsoever, please let me know, and please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.